In the summer of 1389, after the Battle of Kosovo, the Ottomans mourned the loss of Sultan Murad I. But there was no time for grief. On the battlefield itself, Murad's son, Bayezid, was proclaimed the new sultan. Known for his speed in battle and explosive tactics, he would earn the name Yildirim, the Thunderbolt. Bayezid. I wasted no time. He crushed remaining Serbian resistance, forcing local rulers into vassalage. Then he turned east, where rival Turkish beyliks threatened Ottoman dominance in Anatolia. In a swift campaign, he conquered the Karamanids, Germanids, and others, effectively unifying much of western Anatolia under Ottoman control. Bayezid's ambition was boundless. He aimed to become not just a regional sultan, but a world ruler. In 1394, he laid siege to Constantinople, the heart of the Byzantine Empire. Though he lacked the heavy artillery to breach its walls, his siege alarmed Christian Europe. The Byzantine emperor called for help, and soon a massive crusader army formed to confront Bayezid. In 1396, at the Battle of Nicopolis, the Ottomans faced a coalition of French, Hungarian, German, and Balkan forces. But Bayezid, with his seasoned Janissaries and Balkan auxiliaries, launched a devastating counterattack. The Crusader army, overconfident and poorly coordinated, was routed. Thousands were captured or killed. Europe was shocked. Bayezid had defeated the most powerful Christian army since the Mongols. After Nicopolis, Bayezid's prestige soared. He demanded the title Sultan of Rum, claiming the legacy of the Seljuk sultans and positioning himself as heir to Islamic power in Anatolia. He began construction of monumental mosques and expanded court life in Bursa, his capital. The empire was becoming not just a military machine, but a refined Islamic state. Yet Bayezid's speed was his strength and his weakness. In his desire to dominate, he expanded too fast, made too many enemies, and neglected diplomacy. In the east, a new threat was rising. The Central Asian warlord Timur, known in the west as Tamerlane. A brilliant general and ruthless conqueror, Timur saw Bayezid's empire as both rival and prize. Tensions between the two rulers grew quickly. Bayezid had insulted Timur by sheltering his enemies. Both claimed supremacy over the Turkish world. Their armies finally met in 1402 at the catastrophic Battle of Ankara. It was a disaster. Bayezid's forces were outmaneuvered. Some of his own Turkic allies defected mid-battle. The Ottomans were crushed, and Bayezid was captured. For the first time in its history, the Ottoman Empire had no ruling sultan. Bayezid died in captivity a year later, broken, humiliated, and defeated. But his legacy was immense. Bayezid had expanded the empire's borders to their greatest extent yet. He had struck fear into Christian Europe and unified Anatolia. His downfall did not mark the end, but a dark chapter to be followed by civil war. In the next episode, we explore the Ottoman interregnum, a bloody power struggle between Bayezid's sons and a test of whether the empire would survive its first great collapse.